Hello and welcome, collective. Today is Thursday, June 26, 2025, and it's going to be a Zodiac specific reading. So find the timestamps below and let's get into it. I'll pull two cards for each Zodiac, but I'm going to pull basically one card, which is going to be the message, okay, for, the main message. And then I'll pull a clarifier card, okay, as the second card. So we'll just see, we'll take advice, but of course additional messages as well. But I hope everyone is doing well. We have the July week ahead of us, so that's exciting. Actually, I need to look into my hours. I work two part-time positions, and one of the positions is giving us time off. So I'm kind of thinking I may just take the week off and really give myself some time to get some things done on the business side. Okay, also lighting. If some of you have seen in my prior videos, my overhead lamp is not working at this time, so I'm going to be looking for something this weekend that I can get. And also, I've been really enjoying the Cat Tarot deck, safe for network, so I can just kind of do my readings without worrying. So the original deck that I was using from Spell, actually I just used it right before this. I pulled a few cards for my brother. But anyway, so I'm going to be looking as well for an additional deck. I do have my sights on one, actually. I do believe it's called it's one of the, it may be called like the horror deck, but it's from the artist who makes the pulp fiction deck, and so there's he made like a horror one as well. There's like a sci-fi one as well, and so I know there's like two horror decks out there, but one specifically that I have my eye on. So I'll need to check it out. But anyway, so I'll be taking a look as well on all that. All right, everyone. So. Perfect, splitting the deck and moving on. Okay, so let's get into it, guys. Alright, everyone. Bottom of the deck, collective messages. Ooh, I've yet to get, this is the Nine of Cups, represented here in this deck by bowls. Okay. So very beautifully, this actually speaks to a wish coming true, or wishes coming true. So what beautiful energy to start the reading off with. And you can see these two cats are peering down here into the same bowl. I'm really kind of getting, like, if you guys are familiar with the vortex, okay, and Abraham references the vortex quite a bit. And so I feel like at this time, right, you're kind of looking into the possibilities. You're looking at the possibilities and really sitting with, you're basically manifesting at this time. And the fact that there's 9 bowls, I feel like you've manifested a couple times now, or there's an energy here to where it's like there's momentum that I'm really picking up on with all the symbolism of the circle here, and the fact that it's repeated. So very gorgeous energy there. I am going to just touch here on the booklet. I want to see what the Nine of Cups has to say. So, fulfilled wishes and perhaps bellies are on your horizon. The Nine of Cups is sometimes called the wish card, and it foretells a dream coming true and abundance of joy, hope, gratitude, and love. So basically what I was saying But I'm so happy, guys. I mean, again, just what beautiful energy. Growing intimacy may bring a new partner to your food bowl. Regardless of the form it takes, though, it is well deserved and will bring great contentment. All right. And I hope you guys, I'm pretty sure, you know, we have some sufficient lighting here. I could maybe turn this up. But yes, I replaced the bulbs as well in my ceiling. So they're, instead of, they were yellow and very, I mean, they provided almost nothing. I installed, my brother ordered some white bulbs. And they're providing more light, but I still feel like, for sure, the overhead light is key here. All right, we're going to start with Aries. Welcome, Aries, and hello. We have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so again, just main message, and it's like, you don't know what, you don't know which way to go, and you can just kind of see the chaos here on the cat's face. There's like something to do with a decision here that needs to be made, but you know, again, you're just not necessarily sure which way to go or what to do next, and you almost, I feel like an air of frustration here, you know. I feel like you're doing the things, but it's like, I don't know, but there's still some difficulty or some resistance maybe that I'm picking up on. The Knight of Pentacles is coming in as a clarifier. Okay, so, you know, really speaking of, take it as it resonates, responsibility, practicality, even working hard. So, and, you know, just, I happen to hear my brother in the other room. He's on the phone, but he's talking about, you know, respecting a boundary here. Very interesting. You can kind of see, and I'll just show you in the upright, the imagery here that I'm getting here with the Knight of Pentacles. But maybe there is a boundary here that I'm picking up on, right? Especially just with the imagery in both cards. But I feel like whatever the decision is here, perhaps there's something to do with needing to kind of put in the hard work, right? But however that resonates, because that really can come off. But maybe it's like you're frustrated with the fact that it should, you know, it's like the reward, I don't know. You just feel like you should, I don't know, like you're past the point of being in this this energy of like kind of not really being sure. It's a little bit difficult to pinpoint here, but in some way, okay, you may be, I just want to be careful here because they keep my elbows. But you may be spreading your resources too thin at this time. Rein in the overindulgence and start your own personal austerity measures. And I love that this deck literally has me looking up quite a bit of, vocabulary here. Austerity. Did I spell that right? Yeah, austerity. Oop. Some type of difficulty, specifically to do in, like, it seems in an economic context, okay? Often implemented during times of economic difficulty or when a government faces high levels of debt. So maybe it's something about it's like reining in your energy or your resources at this time. It's like you're overextending, and that's causing you to feel like you can't draw on your own source of energy to make a decision. So it's time to exercise some of that discipline you're known for. The situation isn't permanent, but it isn't ending anytime soon. So take that as it resonates. And again, you know, 2 Pentacles card. So there's something about, you know, again, reeling back in and kind of grounding. Okay, so maybe it would really behoove you, Aries signs, okay? To take on some of that groundedness, however that looks to you. But I had picked up on this, but I hadn't mentioned it, that this cat is outside. So there may be a call for you to kind of get outside if you can. With the Knight of Pentacles, it's like you can't quite get your paws on what you want. And you can see that. It's kind of like what I was trying to say in the beginning with the 2 of Wands. If you're unhappy with your lot in life, you can change course, providing you understand that everything won't be sorted out over time. Remember, it was saying it could take a while. So there's that thing of, there's something about age, you have to be patient here. And I mean, I know it's like, how many times you gotta hear that, but it's true. So reconsider your approach and be prepared to follow through. All right, Aries, good luck. And we're gonna move on now. I can close this austerity tab. Taurus, welcome Taurus. I was just telling Aries they need to touch in really to that grounded energy. Taurus, you are coming in with 2 major arcana. The Judgment clarified by the Emperor. So quite a lot of powerful energies going on here. We have major arcana number 20 and number 4. So we're going to start with the Judgment card, okay? But again, so major energy for you guys, Taurus. The Judgment card really speaks to the past as well as second chances. And I'm not sure which one I'm picking up on yet, you know, because I'm really taking a look here at the Emperor as well. But, you know, here comes the Judge. We are often our own toughest critics, and the Judge, it turns out, is you. This card invites you to examine your choices and actions. Very importantly, understanding that, you know, our actions, right? I do believe, let me just look it up to verify that karma means action. So the actions you take, right, is what, you know what I mean? It's like not bad or good, it's just, it has a reaction. Meaning of karma in English, the force produced by a person's actions in one's life that influences what happens to them in future lives. But if you do agree with the fact that our lives aren't linear, right? It's not like we're born and then we die, and then we're born and then we die, and then we're born again and then we die. Everything's happening at once simultaneously, right? That's, you know, I resonate with that. So I just, you know, I definitely had to speak on that. But a feather represents the weighing of souls in the final accounting. So are you where you want to be? And if not, are you doing what you need to be to get there? So weigh the scales. How do you rule? So, I mean, what can I say, guys? You know, very, very powerful. Again, I said powerful energy, and then here we are, you know, with the Emperor. So, you know, worn with the right attitude, even a cone of shame can be a crown. Okay, so again, we were talking about second chances. The Emperor holds all the cards with absolute authority, and I often say that I resonate very heavily with the fact that the Emperor contains the energy of all 4 kings. After all, a cone only prevents cats from biting themselves. Everyone else is fair game. But power must be used responsibly, and the card reminds us to exercise serious self-control. Master yourself and destiny will follow. Like, literally powerful. Like, when I said destiny will follow, I'm like looking at that Judgment card. So, all right, Taurus. So, go forth with all that abundance. All right, moving on. Next, we have Gemini. Welcome, Gemini. You have one major arcana today as your major message. Major arcana number 7, the Chariot. Speaking to progress or determination. So either you feel like not enough progress has been made, or you just feel like maybe you're in a period of things have kind of slowed down a little bit. Not to say they're at a complete standstill. You're just, especially here with the water, with the cups, that's a 3 of cups. You know, there's some emotional, you're just kind of thinking about things, and you can kind of see that here on the cat's face. But you're also celebrating this time of, you know, taking a little bit of a step back and kind of essentially reassessing, or again, just kind of seeing where things are going. All right, Gemini. But the Chariot reversed is a reminder to move forward bravely, and it may be time to find your wings instead of eating them. Okay. So again, there was something there about that, like I said, that determination. So maybe, oops, so sorry, I'm like rubbing my lips, and I had just put some, okay, I think we're okay, but I need to be careful so I don't look crazy on camera. Okay, but tell you what, those reds be staining. So anyway, take the messages as they resonate, because they, you know, they're going to resonate differently for everyone. But there's something here where it's like you're still having a good time. 3 of Cups. Now, 3 is the magic number, the number of the balance between strength, justice, and temperance. This card can be about all those good things and more. Who doesn't love a good celebration, a display of abundance with drinks spilling over and too many treats to eat in good conscience? And that's why I feel like you're taking a little bit of time off of something, but it's not like you're completely ignoring it, but you're, you know, you may be engaging in festivities at this time. But, you know, go ahead. The time to indulge is now. So keep it lighthearted and filled with love, but don't be afraid to show off your hidden talents along the way. Enjoy being both independent and part of a group. Okay, so a message there for Gemini. And I wish you all well. Moving on to water signs, Cancer. Oh, is it where to, okay, there we go. Just kind of move these around a little bit. All right, Cancer, welcome to your reading. All right, so fittingly enough, we have the Queen of Cups coming in for your overall message, and that is clarified by the King of Wands. So there's, I'm picking up obviously on emotional contentment, as well as like reaching creative heights, if you will. With the Queen of Cups here, and I'll just let you take a look at the imagery, I'm getting a very, you know, this really is about intuition for me. So it's like you guys are relaxed in your energies right now. So, you know, really happy to see that. And it's like right now you're feeling regal to your core. The Queen does demand your respect, and she exemplifies love and kindness, but she's also intuitive about emotional security. The Queen of Cups may symbolize you or someone in your life. Roses bring love and blessings, and positive influences abound. You are in your comfort zone, filled with comfort, love, and kindness, and this time calls for compassion and a special emphasis on self-care. All right, water signs. So very lovely energy there. That is then clarified and followed up by the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is everything a leader should be: strong, powerful, ambitious, and experienced. The crowns on the curtains are no coincidence. You were born to lead, so it's time to act like it. Take control of your life before leading others, but don't hesitate to take advantage of an opportunity that presents itself. The king is pure fire, a natural role model, ruler of the jungle. Excellent, Cancer. Go forth. Leo. Alrighty, let's move into your energies here. The Page of Pentacles clarified by the Two of Cups. There's an offer of love here. Just take a look at the imagery. How lovely. Okay. Yes, the Page of Pentacles. So there's an offer here, and you can see it in the imagery, right? Of how, so take yourself as the cat, but someone's, offering you a pentacle, and with pentacle, it's, earth energy, so you can take it as a more grounded offer. So take that as it resonates. And I was going to say that, this obviously could be in the area of career or finance as well, but it's clarified with the Two of Cups. So, let's just be serious here. I definitely love to see that. Now, I have yet to pull the Two of Cups from this deck, so let's take a look here. What is better than the joining of two souls? This card is about unions and partnerships of all sorts. Looks like someone's going to be sharing their water bowl soon, and it could be a new romance or just the realization of balance, harmony, peace, and partnership in other areas. But domestic bliss is in the stars for you. Lap cuddles, treats, and a whole lot of purring. You may even find yourself letting bygones be bygones in a troubled relationship. All right, so take that as it resonates. And like I said, it's with the Page of Pentacles, it's a grounded offer. So yeah, this could be speaking to a situation in terms of someone that you already have a connection with. But I do have more of a feeling that it's someone new for sure. And even, the Page of Pentacles speaks to getting off to the right start. Will portend great success and good fortune ahead. So the Page of Pentacles needs you to take a good hard look at your future. This is about seeing beyond the tree and the outstretched hand in front of you. A good plan and a strong start guarantee success. The brightly hued pentacle suncatcher here reminds you to find all the unique and colorful things about yourself, but let your light shine through it. So, excellent. All right, Leo, be well. All right, Virgo, you have one major arcana, the Star, clarified by the Knight of Swords. So the Star is very beautiful. Right now you're what do I want to say? It's like you're taking a look at your cup right now, okay, and basically how you can fill your cup. And my apologies, I just rinsed my hands, but now the cards are sticking because I didn't fully dry them. I'm gonna go ahead and let him in because otherwise, all right, cat's in the bag. No, cat's in the room. So. The Star, major arcana number 17, so that could be very, 17 could be of importance to you. But right now, you just have a lot of hope, in your energy, in your aura right now. And you're being guided right now, especially with the stars above and almost behind. And so you're being guided at this time. So very beautiful messages, but you're taking a look right now kind of at everything, at your journey thus far and how basically how far you've come. And it's like right now you have your sights set essentially on your true north. The cat pours out the water, and what matters here is the transformation. You understand that things grow and change, and so do you. So this is the path right now that you're on. It's like a path of healing, forgiveness, success, and you're carrying on, okay? You're moving forward. The Knight of Swords here is coming in the reverse. it's like, again, you're carrying on, you're letting past battles, opponents, conflicts, it's a thing of the past now. You may have had an adversary, perhaps I'm picking up on, it could be in any area, but perhaps in the area of love. But, you're looking back on everything, again, out of, with love, and again, understanding that, essentially, that, like, things, you're exactly where you're exactly where you should be. And again, you're really looking into, like I said in the beginning, you're assessing your cup at this time and how you can pour into your cup and what you need at this time. There could be something here, take it as it resonates, in terms of overconfidence. That this could be causing some type of chaos, which in some way, take it as it resonates, could come across as insensitive, possibly egotistical. So the message here is, leap too high and you'll most certainly fall. Time to check yourself and rethink your approach. And you are taking, again, like I said, a look at everything. So maybe for some of you, you are reassessing your approach to something. But, again, even with the bottom of the deck here, going back to the Nine of Cups, but the energy is beautiful here, for you to move forward. But heed the messages here again. And if you think, again, you're taking crazy leaps at this time. All right, Virgo, I hope those messages were useful. We are now moving on to Libra. Welcome, Libras. We are coming in hot here with two major arcana back to back, 0 and 1. Okay, so to me, those are the numbers of the universe. Okay, 0 and 1. So very powerful numbers. Side note, just to share with you guys, my birthday is 1/10/01, so October 1st. But yeah, so perhaps you guys, some of you may have the same birthday. Crazy confirmation meows going on. I don't know, my cat. But again, there's something about the numbers of the universe here. Powerful energy, guys. The Fool and the Magician. But there's something, though, there's a little bit of resistance possibly here that, because it's like, your outlooks are beautiful and bright with the Fool. And you can see that here in the cat's expression. But you're ready to go forth. You feel the guidance, on your journey here. And you feel like, you feel like you're on the right path, essentially. This card, first in the deck, reminds us that trailblazers needn't worry about the opinions of others. And perhaps that could be why the Magician is in the reverse as a clarifier. Cat-like curiosity is your guide. The sunny yellow background represents optimism about the venture ahead. And the white rose signifies trust. Okay, so trust in the universe, trust in source and yourself. Whether that will turn out to be misplaced remains to be seen. So, powerful because the Magician is clarifying, okay, that while the energies are here, powerful ass energies, if I may say, the Magician is in the reverse. The Magician card can spell trouble, suggesting that your old tricks aren't working, and it's time to try some new ones. And, especially with this summer solstice and, moving into the summer season here now, or actually, well, I didn't quite mean to talk on the summer solstice I meant more to touch on the new moon in Cancer, okay, that was yesterday, June 25th. And it's all about, new energies, okay, and new emotional avenues, if you will. So there's something here about trying, new. because you are not a dog, you can learn new tricks. So trade the hocus pocus for hard work, and transformation is not only possible but inevitable. So presto changeo. All right, everyone, take that as it resonates, Libra, and I wish you all well. We are moving on to Scorpio. Welcome, Scorpio. I have yet to pull the Queen of Wands from this deck, so very beautiful. Your main message, though, is coming in is the Three of Pentacles, clarified by the Queen of Wands. So I feel like you guys, Scorpios, it's been a quite a journey, and you've put in a lot of effort and energy, if you will. And I feel like now at this time, you're taking a well-deserved nap. Like you feel satisfied within yourself, happy, and you can see all the hard work you were doing here and now. With the Queen of Wands, she's just kind of resting there. Noticing I have icing. Excuse me. Okay, from a lemon cake that I brought in from work today. So the Three of Pentacles is really also about showing your talents. So you guys may have really built something for yourself, and like this card speaks to. I pulled this card, the Three of Pentacles, quite a bit from this deck already, in just the short amount of time that I've had it. But this is like also speaking to showing your talents. So it's like I feel like you've carved out something for yourself. So take it as, or I'm taking it as like a passion project or a business or a side endeavor or something. But you've carved the path, and now you're essentially reaping the rewards. The Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands is really it's all about creativity. So whatever this thing is that you've essentially created, you're really reaping the rewards at this time. Now the Three of Wands, this is really a time where it's like you've come to the point where you have balance, like you're balancing really well your inner and outer self. And the Three of Wands promises something new on the horizons. Excuse me, that is the Three of Swords. My apologies, guys, if I was saying this deck is a little different, so I just have to reel myself back in here. Okay, I'm being crazy. It is the Three of Pentacles. It's kind of hard because I'm seeing treats and things, and all right, let's get with the program here. So, your rewards are in direct proportion to your dedication for your path, for better or worse, and very much so for better here with the Queen of Wands. So, this is a good place for you. And while it may not look like much to the outside world, your diligence is paying off. So congratulations, Scorpio. The cardboard box wasn't going to chew a hole in itself. And people will start to recognize your talents and reward you accordingly. So this is a good time for teamwork and broadening your knowledge. All right, so very beautiful energy there. With the Queen of Wands, she exudes confidence. She is a seer, strong, capable, vibrant, fearless, and even ambitious. So no matter how sleepy she may look, it's like, and that's why it says, like, no matter how sleepy you look, the hard work is being done, or it has been done. So you deserve this, guys. Under the watchful eye of the mighty Leo, the Queen both absorbs and radiates the fire's warmth. Even in sleep, she rules her domain. Be as fearless and independent as she is, and find the strength to have faith in yourself and to stand up for what's right after the nap is over. Excellent, Scorpio. I will see you guys in the next reading. Take care. And we're moving on to Sagittarius. Welcome, Sagittarius. You have one major arcana here coming in as the clarifier to the King of Pentacles in the reverse. The King of Pentacles is, the king, or the Pentacles overall, but especially the King, is very generous energy here. So there's something here in terms of either you feel like you haven't been generous enough, or you feel like, the world, just for clarity's sake, has not been generous to you. Oh wow, as I said that, I saw it, but I didn't put it together. The world is actually here. So I think I literally just said, it's like the world has not been generous to you. Okay, so then definitely then we're going to go with that for the majority of Sagittarius here listening in for these messages. Inverted, His Royal Highness warns of being greedy and untrustworthy. That determination to win at any cost is deeply destructive. Turns out that being domineering, controlling, and possessive doesn't actually lead to long-term success. It's the oldest story in the book, Hard Work and Perseverance. So Sagittarius, take that as it resonates, okay? Very powerful messages there, but I do feel like it's like maybe you're trying to, it's like you can see how the cat's trying to stick his face in where it doesn't fit. So I feel like you're maybe trying to make something work or fit that's not going to fit. So take that as it resonates. In the world upside down, a full vessel spills. Shortcuts or a lack of closure may cause a feeling of incompletion, like a bowl with only one kind of kibble. What have you avoided, missed, or overlooked? Look closer and fill in any gaps. All right. Sagittarius, I wish you well with those messages. We are moving on to Capricorn. Also one major arcana. Pretty much I love that. I'm pretty much, when I do Zodiac readings or things of that nature, there's usually a major arcana for all of you. So I always find that very fun. But the Death is clarifying the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands, there's a lot of, not even opinions, it's just right now I'm getting like a lot of energy, okay? And there, essentially there may be some competition on the horizon. Maybe even a little struggle or conflict in the seeking of rewards. But you have your eyes squarely on the prize. So just at this time, don't fall into these, lack thoughts or lower vibrations in terms of feeling, the energies of conflict. They list them here as the 5 C's: conflict, competition, chaos, commotion, cooperation, or a lack thereof. I don't think my fingers matched the 5, but whatever. So there's something about struggles may lie ahead, okay? Even fiery, passionate ones, but be prepared to fight for your share. Okay, be prepared to fight for your share. Definitely here with the Death card, Major Arcana number 13. Like the vacuum, this card makes a lot of noise, but doesn't actually portend doom. The Death card brings change, a cleansing of unhealthy attachments, which could be these energies of feelings of like conflict or like competition or like there's too little to go around, things of that nature. So surrender and let the vacuum. Hide if you must. Transformation can be scary, but it's better to clean your problems up than brush them under the rug. Okay? All right, Capricorn, I wish you well. We are moving on to Aquarius. Welcome, Aquarius. So you have the Lovers clarified by the Two of Wands. There's a decision and a choice straight away, okay, in both of these cards. The Two of Wands does speak to making plans. So I feel like right now there's a standstill, or you're thinking about the situation or like the decision that you had made, or the plans that you've made thus far and how they've turned out. The Lovers is coming in as the major arcana number 6, if I'm not mistaken. And it speaks to, you know, love and decisions, but it is in the reverse. Again, well, not again, but, you know, 8 could be of significance here, the number 8, even the number 2, or again, 6. But with the Lovers in the reverse, you know, winter is a time when plants retreat to their roots. So this doesn't mean the bloom is off the rose or that it won't blossom later. But in the meantime, a little cold can be refreshing. So take that as it resonates, especially when you've got someone or something, preferably furry, to warm you. Okay, so my friends, I really big there resonated with the fact that a little cold can be refreshing, okay, as we come up here on the summer months. But I feel like, yeah, there's a situation here in love right now. And, you know, the world offers so many lovely distractions, but do not worry. The sea in the background doesn't mean they're swimming ahead, just the possibility of a new experience, a brand new opportunity. So there are lovely things all around you. The question is, do you go for them or just stay where you are? Your paws firmly planted on the ground. If you're feeling adventurous, itching to take a leap, this is a good time to make a decision. Either chase the toy or don't. And again, there's something about making that decision. The Lovers, you know, really speaking to choices, or again, not even choices, but also decisions. They both speak to decisions here. So take that as it resonates, Aquarius. We are moving on to Pisces. Welcome, Pisces. You have major arcana, the Sun, clarifying the 5 of Pentacles. And I have yet to pull the 5 of Pentacles from this deck. There's something here about interesting, because, you know, paired with the Sun here, I feel like maybe you're just kind of like taking it easy. I'm really enjoying your alone time. That's kind of because this card can kind of speak to just being excluded at this time. But again, not necessarily for better or worse, okay? So, and there's something here, you know, I'm really like kind of fixated here on this calendar, and the cat's in a really good state in terms of, and I said 5 of Pentacles. Oh, this is actually, because I saw treats, but this is actually the 5 of Cups. Make sure I'm not. It is the 5 of Cups. So before I touch here in the booklet, so I feel like you're recharging your emotional energies at this time. There's something with the 5 of Cups here. This could, and again, that calendar, this could speak to a little bit of possible emotional loss or sadness. So I feel like, again, recuperating. Perfect. That's really what I'm getting from both these cards together, especially with the Sun's rays there. So there may be loss, sorrow, departure, or spiritual exhaustion, but rest assured that all is not lost. It's hard not to focus on our empty bowls. There may be some confusion, endings, or disappointment on the horizon. Perhaps it's time for a change of scenery, especially with that calendar there. If I'm not mistaken, San Francisco, I think, the bridge. Especially if it puts some distance between you and those causing this anguish right now. But there's no turning back, and you'll move on. So a bridge in the distance is a good sign, leading you to where you're supposed to be. Friends and family may provide fresh bowls and help you move forward. And guys, you're in absolutely, perfectly good hands. Major Arcana number 19, the Sun, clarifying this sadness or, possible loss that you may be feeling. Again, you know, he's licking his lips. Maybe you're kind of like in a mundane, you know, maybe you've been eating the same kind of food for a while. So, I'm getting, very importantly, 5, okay? You know, and because I counted here, which I haven't done before, but there's 5 sunflowers, and then May, you know, the 5th month. So you know, so maybe something of significance happened in May, or you set an intention in May that's coming to fruition here with the sun. But the sun provides a backdrop to the cat on whom it rises and sets. The cat lies on her back. I thought it was a boy, but her back, in a gesture of perfect optimism, sure that the universe will offer nothing but belly rubs today. Sunflowers represent a world fertile with the seeds of joy. This card invokes creativity, possibility, and power. No surprise that it's linked to Leo. Like the lion, you are a radiant creature with great hair. Gorgeous messages, Pisces, and I wish you all well. I'll see everyone in the next reading.